Veldanava made the Seraphim using the Great Spirit of Light. They are angels without volition whom Veldanava made to aid him in his work. Veldanava gave these beings names, and they became godlike beings called the 7 Primordial Angels. The 7 Seraphims are Feldway, Dino, Celerio, Abra, Pico, Gracia, and Cornu. The energy levels of the 7 Seraphim were greater than those of an awakened demon lord. Feldway is the leader of the Primordial Angels and Veldanava's assistant. He was the first seraph that Veldanava made. For the sake of all people, Veldanava decided to remove the threat from the world. Feldway was told to keep an eye on Ivarage, the world-destroying dragon. Abra's job was to deal with cryptids in the other world. Celerio had the main task of dealing with the insectars, while Cornus was to invade other dimensions. Dino, Pico, and Gracia were assigned to a special mission to find out more about the human world. By Veldanava's order, they had to keep an eye on the human race so that it wouldn't be wiped out. When Veldanava disappeared, things changed. Feldway was in charge of the 7 Primordial Angels, which meant that he had to take care of everything. The only one who could make decisions was Feldway, and no one could help him. When Veldanava left, the pressure couldn't be avoided. Feldway, who made all of his own decisions, was bound to be different from the rest of his colleagues. He was the one who didn't care what his colleagues thought. He couldn't go back to the world he came from the other world unless Veldanava was brought back to life. Several hundred years have passed, and there was no sign of Veldanava's return. They were no longer seraphs because of the magicule they had been exposed to over the years in the other world. Feldway and the other 3 Primordial Angels had also been mutated and evolved into a race called the Jotun, or Heavenly Spirit. The remaining angels become self-aware and turn into a new race of monsters called Phantoms. Feldway becomes king of the Phantoms, and under his command, the 3 Phantom Commanders, Celerio, Abra, and Cornu. Feldway was angry that Veldanava was taken away from him. He wanted to change the world so that only the people he chose would be left. After all, there wasn't a single person in the whole world who could understand Feldway and make his heart feel better. Feldway abandoned his mission in order to bring Veldanava back to life. He felt so lonely when Veldanava left, but then Michael appeared, who was only a mere skill, had developed an ego, and had become the Monus Michael. Veldanava owned this skill until he gave it to his apprentice Rudra to help him with his goal of uniting the world. But the skill was too powerful for Rudra to handle, so he had to reincarnate many times. As a result, the ultimate skill Justice King Michael started to have a mind of its own. It eventually seized control of Rudra and set out on a mission to bring back its real owner. Michael helped Feldway achieve his goal because he was a friend and they could understand each other. After Rudra disappeared, Feldway became the rightful owner of the Justice King Michael. On the other hand, Dino, Pico, and Gracia all got their own egos almost at the same time. As a result of many events, they became fallen angels. There was a death among the original Primordial Angels. When Velgran goes back in time in Volume 17, she goes to a different world. She runs into Cornu forces, and when she used Scorch Cardinal Acceleration to kill Pulcinella, she also destroyed the gate, killing individuals on the other side and injuring Cornu. In reality, Volume 16 was the future of Volume 17, in which Cornu has lost all of his troops and is determined not to let Feldway down once more. Sadly, Velgrand, who had previously injured him from the other universe, also killed him in Volume 16. So, 6 of the Primordial Angels were left. Each of them acquired the Angelic System skill. Celerio has the ultimate skill Judgment King Israfil, Abra has the ultimate skill Salvation King Azrael, Dino has the ultimate skill Heavenly King Astarte, Pico has the ultimate skill Rigor King Jabril, Gracia has the ultimate skill Glory King Haniel. And lastly, Feldway has the ultimate skill, Justice King Michael, the most powerful ultimate skill of the virtue or angelic systems, due to its ability to have complete control over the holders of these skills and use any of the dominated individual's abilities. Feldway and Michael's main goal is to resurrect their creator, Veldanava. They will do whatever it takes, even if it means letting the world be destroyed just to achieve their plans. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.